Hello and welcome to my channel today, Boo Snakes and More. Today we're going to be talking about 60-year-old geckos, so please like this video and subscribe to the channel. And for more videos like this, watch my other half channel, A&A Snakes and Stuff, my youngest son's channel, Henny's Toys and Games, and my oldest son's channel, Little Chris 10. Now let's dive into the video. At 64 and 60 years old, Anita and Brucey baby are thin and bony. Their skin hangs looser than it did in their youth, but their eyes still gleam with energy. But these aren't just any sagagans we're talking about. These are geckos, believed to be the world's oldest on record, discovered on a small island in New Zealand. Maverick Litkick, an expert on reptiles and amphibians, was part of the team that found the pair of Watika geckos on Montreal Island off the coast, the country's South Island. It was an exciting moment, she said, adding that it was humbling to realize that these animals are older than us and still out there doing their thing. They were found during a 5-yearly survey on the island. That also means it's worth going back in 5 years' time because we don't actually know how long they can live for. Every time we go, every trip we've done, the oldest gecko we catch is always older than us, Litkick said. During each survey, the team sets up a grid of traps on the small island, typically catching a few hundred geckos over a few days. The geckos come out at night, so the team also goes tracking in the dark with flashlights to look for geckos perched on leaves and branches. The surveys have been going on since the 1960s, when the late conservative Tony Whitaker began marking geckos on the island with a practice called toe clipping, which involves clipping a certain number of toes on the geckos, each with a unique pattern. The practice is no longer used by New Zealand's Department of Conservation. It was Whitaker's markings on Anita and Brucey baby, named after Whitaker and fellow conservative Bruce Thomas, that helped Whitkin identify the lizards. It made me think of Tony, who started the work. It was quite a pendulant moment, she said. Both geckos were fully grown when they were marked, so they could be even older than the 60 and 64 years recorded. That's far older than the average lifespan of geckos worldwide. At only about a decade, and this discovery places Wichita geckos in the top ranks of other long-living lizards, most of which are far larger and better known. It's now actually bypassed all the older lizards, with things like the iguanas and the big Komodo dragons, really big lizards that are quite famous, Litnick said. And this is a humble, drab brown gecko that's not famous at all. There are a few reasons it may have lived so long. The main one being that Montana Island is predator-free, without any of the introduced species that have decimated native animals across mainland New Zealand. The success of Reptile Survivor in predator-free spaces is one reason conservatives across the country are trying to establish more safe sanctuaries. For instance, building a fenced area to keep predators out and eliminating invasive predators within. But screwing the ecosystem that way can allow mice populations to thrive. They can prey on geckos, posing another problem, Lincoln said. So some groups have set up specific sanctuaries just for lizards and geckos. There are other factors behind their longevity too, like the cool climate and the island lifestyle, said the Department of Conservation's biodiversity ranger Caitlin Leeds, who was on the survey team with Look Kitchen in a news release. The team had actually seen Anita once before, about a decade ago, and they assumed that would be the last time. And here, 10 years later, they look no different. They're still going, Litkin said. It makes her hopeful that by the next survey, in 5 years, they might be able to find a few more of the original geckos tagged in the 1960s. Or better yet, there might be many older geckos out there that just haven't been found yet. That would be really exciting, she said. Thank you for watching this video and peace out to the next one.